It is Pixar tier list. D tier is, the only D tier is Cars 3. I just, yucky, honestly. I think you're probably the only one who wants them, so you're probably okay. Like the, I can fix them types, huh? I mean, I was hype. I am a big Cars fan, as we'll see. And Cars 3 felt, for one, it felt kind of limited in its scope after. Whoa. Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to do better, Lava. I think we all feel that way, but you know, I haven't really had like a fictional crush since I was younger with Nozomi. It hasn't really, which is probably for the best. I think I just I want the real thing, you know. But I understand. Yeah, but anyway, it felt like limited in its scope to me after the second and first one. It felt like it was a step backwards, and then on top of it, they like really, and this is spoilers for Cars 3. They really like crapped on Lightning's character. I feel like they really like reverted him. I used to complain about Cars 2 for this, but revisiting Cars 2, it's actually fine, honestly. But he's like arrogant again. He feels very inexperienced and young. He's blowing up on people. You could just say that's part of his personality, maybe, but you know, he kind of learned from these things. In the first one, in the second one, especially on revisit, his sort of argument with Mater was just what happens with friends, you know. Sometimes they argue, and he apologizes by the end. I think he apologizes in 3, but it's like really weird. Like he's like going off on this rookie for like stuff that is out of her control. Just like really weird. Like it felt kind of contrived to me, even though I was younger when this came out. Not super young like the other two, but I just didn't really care for it. And like I didn't like how the whole movie is pretty much them pushing down on Lightning McQueen, and like all the characters like, hey, you're old, you're out of here, you know, you're replaced. It just felt kind of disrespectful, honestly. And then they did the thing which was happening a lot around this time, where like, oh, the girl takes over, basically. Like the guy can't do things where we're gonna prop up the girl character. And this is like the first time, I know that was like a really big controversial thing at the time, but this is the first time where it was invading a property that I liked, and I actually could feel like that it was happening, you know. Is there anywhere I could dock? What's going on here? And then it kind of got confirmed to me when after the movie, I watched the behind the scenes, and the people are just like, yeah, Lightning's old, especially after the trailers where it's like Lightning crash, you know, what happened to Lightning, and you're kind of like holding your breath to see what's gonna happen. Well, do you know? Well, okay, I guess I'll have to go around to the bottom side and look there. I'll go on the bottom right, and then I'll look around. Thank you, though. I'm about done exploring it, so. what was I saying? I looked at the behind the scenes, and then like the creators are talking about like, yeah, Lightning's old. It's time for his time has gone. It's like, okay, that's fine, if that's like the premise of the movie. But then you keep watching, and the people are like, yeah, we got Cruz here, and then she's like well, I can't say the word, but for one, they were cursing, and the special features of a kids movie. Like she's like a cool new character, and she's like a woman, she's a girl boss. She can do whatever she wants, and I'm like, they really crapped on my man's legacy just so they could do that. I just feel like there's a much better way of telling a story that way, you know, instead of like tearing down older characters to prop up the new, you know. That's exactly what this movie. I will say this movie's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. Same with The Good Dinosaur, which is also in C. Both of those movies are like photorealistic and like they're water and stuff. I'm just gonna go down there. I'm just gonna take your word for it and leave. Incredibles 2, that was another one that had a lot of hype behind it. I put extra negative points on Incredibles 2 because they were saying, they announced a while ago that that would be the last Pixar sequel that they would ever do. And of course they've gone back on that. Incredibles 2 it was just like, when we watched it, when we went and saw it, our whole family went and saw it, by the way. It was fine, and then as time goes on, it's like, that movie had like almost nothing in terms of substance compared to the first. It's just like, I don't know, that's another one where like, they really kind of undid Bob's character for little reason. There's a lot of stuff in there that's just like copy pasted from the first. Like it didn't feel like they wanted to develop the characters anymore. It's yeah, it felt like they just wanted to like redo the movie. It was so weird. Like, why? Like, especially compared to the first, it felt like such a disservice. Yeah. Too late. 15 years too late. I'm pretty sure I docked here before and I can't go anywhere. Yeah. So there's probably another dock further down. It was just, the twist villain was weak. This is around that time where Disney was like, let's put a twist villain in everything, even though it's not done very well. Sorry about the chair. My chair's very creaky. Coco, I know a lot of people love that movie. I thought it was fine. There's another movie with a lot of Mexican influence about the afterlife that I think is way better. I'll just say that. Really? Is your favorite movie? That's a great choice. I don't know if I could do a top 10 movies ever, but Incredibles is probably knocking on the door, if not in the top 10. That's awesome. Well, I'm sure you'll be happy when you see what's at on my list. But Coco, I thought it was fine. That's another one. I don't know if you've seen it, Llama, but spoilers real quick for anyone who hasn't seen Coco. I won't go into depth, but just saying this is a spoiler. I'll wait a second. The rest of the movie was fine, though. I thought it was decent. The twist villain in Coco, it felt weak. It just felt weak and kind of unnecessary, and it felt like copy paste from Monsters Inc. Quite honestly, it wasn't that great, honestly. Even though the very end of the movie had like a really nice emotional moment, but the rest just wasn't for me. It was fine. That's probably a little low, if anything. Okay, hopefully you heard me give the spoiler warning. Good Dinosaur is like very movie. There's just not a lot there, honestly. It wasn't great, is all I'll say. It's like an okay movie. Happy about a third movie. So yeah, honestly, I don't trust it either. I think that's gonna be another cash grab. You know how like in the second Incredibles, Jack was just kind of there to sell toys because they give him a lot of new powers and stuff. And he's playing with a raccoon the whole movie. I feel like we're gonna get a lot more of that type of stuff in the third one. I don't think we're gonna get anything very artful or meaningful like the first one, unfortunately. But yeah, I feel you. Yes, I watched Encanto and I really liked it. I would maybe do a Disney animated in the future. Honestly, I'm kind of getting tired of playing. Maybe I'll do that on here to end off the stream after this. But there's just so many movies on that, you know. Forget the grandma in Encanto. I don't remember. Grandma? Was she the one that... No, that was her mom that wanted her to stop digging up old stuff. I don't remember. I only seen it once. I really did like the movie. You hate her? I remember both of them, like her grandma and her mom were like, you need to stop doing this, you need to stop this. That movie and Turning Red, I actually really like how they portrayed generational trauma and like the difficulty between like your parents like wanting to love them but like feeling the sort of ire and kind of miscommunication, not really understanding between them and their kids sort of thing. Yeah, we'll get to Turning Red. I really like how both of those movies handled that. I have a feeling that you really hard. Yeah, I have a feeling that a lot of the people, like the directors and stuff, that are because the lady who did Turning Red, she said it in 2002 because I think she said like that was like a nostalgic period for her, and she was in middle school or whatever in 2002. And I feel like we're getting more like people in the industry that are like around our ages that can sort of touch on things like generational trauma and like how hard it can be like with your parents and grandparents and stuff like that. That's with those two movies, I really feel that way. And I feel like that's the good side of like, you know, how we have like millennial humor is kind of an issue. This is like the other end of the spectrum where that's the good side of it, is we can have more relatable stuff. Whoa, I've never seen these guys. Let's do some fire. They look like they won't like that. Toy Story 4, that's the last C tier. Yet another movie that really messes with the legacy of older characters. I didn't like how they made Bo Peep yet another girl boss. What I liked about Bo Peep was she was very sitting in with the fit. Oh, Pete, I get you. Centipede. Ah, I see. I didn't even... Whoa, I didn't... How did my guy get low? I was not paying attention. Let's do that again. I think that did... This is what I get for not paying attention. Yes, like... literally, like, it's spoilers. Spoilers, obviously. Like, why are you gonna make a movie and then undo the ending of the last movie? Like, how would Andy feel if Woody ran off like that, you know? Like, why? What's the point? What's the point? It just felt so unnecessary. It was a fine movie, though. I thought it was fine, mostly. A little heavy on the comedy, but it was entertaining. I don't know. It's like, and then I found out Toy Story 5 apparently is gonna be a reboot. I'm like, okay, they're not gonna undo the ending again. But why not just like name it something else? Don't name it Toy Story 5. I was thinking it was gonna be like another follow-up. Yeah, I agree. It was just unnecessary, honestly. Even these aren't healing much anymore. I need better. I think. Oh shoot. It just felt like, why like crap on the ending of Toy Story 3, which was perfect, and everyone says it's perfect. Like, what's the point? We didn't need it, honestly. Okay, I haven't been here before. For like a decent movie, you know. What I liked about Bo Peep in the older movies is she was very sweet on the outside, but she didn't like put up with stuff, you know. She was very witty and resourceful and smart, you know. And I feel like that's a lot of these sort of generic girl boss characters that they like to do. You kind of lose that nuance, you know. They kind of erases what character was there, or a much more shallow one. And I didn't think that was necessary at all. The stuff with Forky, it wasn't that interesting. Like, oh, what counts as a toy? I didn't think it was that interesting. And then they're doing, from what I saw from the trailer from 5, I didn't watch the trailer, I just seen clips. They're doing the thing which they did in one of the shorts already, which is like, oh, toys are getting replaced, this time by iPads. Before, one of the shorts, it was about like video games or whatever. It's just kind of whatever. We'll just do this. B, Bug's Life. I like Bug's Life. It's not my favorite, but it's a good movie. I don't have much to say about it. Inside Out is what? What, Lava? Inside Out is really good. However, I've seen that movie way too many times. When that movie came out, the public schooling was like, oh hey, a new kids movie that we can show in school. Every single time we're gonna watch a movie, it's gonna be Inside Out from here on out. And I got so sick of that movie. It's fine. One thing that really bugs me about Inside Out is kind of the implications of it. Like, I think one thing that was kind of poorly communicated was like, because the emotions themselves are kind of their own people. What I liked about the parents is like the emotions are kind of like how do I say it? Like the person controls the emotions, but with like Riley, like they'll do whatever they want, and then Riley just kind of feels like a meat mech, if that makes sense. Like her whole thing about running away and getting depressed because she moved, it never felt like Riley came up with that, if that makes sense. It kind of just felt like the emotions were doing all that, and it's just kind of weird disconnect with me. It just never really, I never really like got it, I guess. This is a very pretty town. I really like this. You can do it, thanks. I thought you were gonna give me clues of where to go next, but that's fine. What's wrong, Lava? No. But I really liked him. I think it's really solid. Really, really solid movie. I don't want to watch it again for like 10 years, honestly. I've seen it way too many times. And then A tier. We'll over here. Turning Red, we were talking about. I already said the generational trauma. I really like that set in 2002. It's just very nice to get like a nostalgia sort of movie that's not like the 80s or 90s. Like it's just nice to get something that I actually can relate with, you know. I thought that was amazing. It's just a nice movie, honestly. It's just really good. I've seen it a few times. I enjoy it. Brave. I haven't seen it forever, but I do really like Brave. I know it gets lambasted, but I think it's a good movie. here's the thing. If I buy some of these, they're probably going to be worse than what I have. The good news is I have plenty of money. Wait a minute. Can you wake this guy up with the flute? I can't remember what this flute was for. I think it was building the bridge though, wasn't it? The lute, sorry. Oops. No, never mind. Yeah, Turning Red's good. Brave's good. I haven't seen it forever, but I really enjoy it. It's kind of scary back in the day, honestly. It's a good movie. Up's awesome. That movie speaks for itself. Same for Toy Story 3 and 2 and the first one. I didn't know where to put them. All three of them I think are excellent. I don't have a propensity for any of them. Is that how you say it? Finding Dory, honestly, I think like is better than Finding Nemo when it comes to the emotional core of it. But I think Finding Nemo, the adventure itself is much more fun. These are kind of high. They're not my favorite movies, but I do like them. I think I probably would put Toy Story over it. I do like finding, and that's probably the best sequel here. Oh no, not yet. Cars 2. I'm a big fan of Cars 2. I think it's a great movie. There was an idea there that I really enjoyed, that the Cars like series would. The thing with Cars is like it's kind of a standard story, but the cool part about it is it's in a different like universe than our own, so it's cool seeing how things are different but the same. And I thought that was cool to like kind of make it an anthology series kind of, and we'd see different like aspects of the world through the lens of them being vehicles basically. And I was kind of hoping for that with Planes, but Planes was like a very generic the first one anyway, it was like a very generic movie about like a racer. It was just but the second one was really good actually. That's kind of what I was expecting from the first Planes. It was in Planes 2, and same goes for Cars 2. I really liked it. It was like a spy movie with cars. I thought that was great. Finding Nemo was great. I already said that. Monsters Inc. I was never the biggest fan of Monsters Inc. I felt like other people were bigger fans than I. I gotta equip some of this stuff. Now, I think the Great Axe is weaker from what I remember. So let's check the stats. 36, 67. 39, 57. That's too big of a jump for me on the hit percent. I'm pretty sure that's accuracy, the hit percent. So I'm not gonna do that. He's got a silver blade. Let's see. Now, I know for sure this one's weaker. The silver sword. And then silver hammer, I'm pretty sure is weaker. The silver axe, I don't know. We're gonna buy this. And we're gonna sell the great axe, yeah. Was it 37, 39? Let's check again. 36, 67. Don't even joke about that. Now it's in my head because we were talking about earlier. 6, 67, 42, 62. I think that's an equivalent exchange. That's also we're talking about FOB. I'll take that. You'll make that deal, I'll make that deal. Now let's see if... I'm pretty sure the coral is the same damage as this dragon blade here. 2950. $29.50, yeah. I know the silver blade's weaker. Now the silver hammer, I have no clue. Let's just go. I got the money. I say until I get to the magic shops where you're gonna drain everything. I don't even know if I can equip it. Weapon. Nope. Okay. 4262. No, that's not good. Let's try. See how he likes this. It's 2950, I think, on his stats. I'm looking at damage and hit percent. That's the thing that changes. What's your equipped item? 2950. And then... Okay, he can't do axes. But we'll just keep what we got. I don't know where they keep the dragon and the coral. They're the same. And I've already tried the... Wait a minute. Can he take it? I've already tried equipping, but they can't... There's certain, weapon classes they just can't use. So we're gonna give him the coral just so I have it. And I don't know, for whatever reason AJ might need it again. And then we're gonna keep this too in case I need it. The iron nunchuck. So we're gonna get rid of the silver hammer. What else do they have? This, which I'm pretty sure I have already, silver blade. I'll just give them names, what they look like. Weapon, yep, okay, I won't worry about that. Now this is probably what, like level 6, which I'm not even there yet. Oh my goodness, 20k? Okay, I think exit you can leave a thing, but I don't have level 6 magic yet. I have been using the wiki for some of these because I guess some of these are glitched out and they don't work. I just happened to check, like, because some of these names, I'm like, what does this even mean? Like, what does lit mean? I had to check, and then, like, the wiki would be like, hey, this is good for you, this is not good for you, so I could have been using that. But I do make my own choices. Let's see what type of magic I'm looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm only at level 5. Wait a minute. Okay, I finally got level 5 magic. Yeah, so it's gonna be a minute till I level up enough to get level 6, I think. I could buy in advance, but you can wait. Let's get armor. I really like this town. It's nice and compact. The problem is I don't know why I'm here. Actually, I think we have some armor. I think silver's better than iron, question mark? Whoa. I don't think he can equip shields either. Nope, and then he definitely can. They're kind of fine on defense anyway, but we'll look what they got. Yeah, so let's look at 38, 36. Forty-two, 36. Okay, I didn't even go down on bait, so that's pretty good. Even though his defense is great, it can always be better for stuff like the Angels that we ran into. I got sidetracked on the last few. Monsters Inc. I said wasn't my favorite, but it's an incredible movie. Like, I've seen it countless times. It's so great. It's just great, honestly. A lot of quotable stuff. I wish I could do Mike Wazowski's yell. It's so good. Monsters University, actually, I think I prefer it in terms of like the story itself. Even though there's kind of some cringe school jokes in there that kind of make me uncomfortable, honestly. But there's a lot of heart there. An incredible score as well. That gets in my head. And the Ratatouille's like really good. I mean, the Ratatouille speaks for itself, really. Anyone can cook. I was just saying that the other day. In the S tier, we got Cars. That's just a personal favorite of mine, honestly. I really like the soundtrack. It's just nice to have like a movie that's laid back. Even as a kid, I had no problem with that. I know a lot of people. I think that's kind of the whole point, right? A lot of people had a problem back when this came out, that it was like slow paced. That's kind of the whole point, right? Incredibles, we were talking about this a bit, but this is like a perfect movie, honestly. Beautiful time. I love that movie. WALL-E, that's another one that just really speaks to me. Also, like, pretty much a perfect movie. That one really, when that came out, like WALL-E, it's like, it's weird, isn't it? I don't know. It's like a movie that speaks directly to you. A character, rather, WALL-E himself, really, I really relate with. And I don't know. It's just so good, so good. I miss those old Pixar movies. There's still some I gotta see though, and I want to say